Hey everybody, welcome back to the 6-week Best You Fitness Challenge. We're about to get started with workout number 6. Let's get ready to have some fun and work real hard. First thing we're going to do is pull one knee up to your chest. So grab that right leg, pull it up towards your chest and hold it. Go ahead and rotate your ankle one way and go ahead and rotate it the other way. As always, grab onto the back of a chair or lean against the wall if you need to. Let's switch legs. Pull that left knee up to your chest, give it a nice tug and rotate that ankle. Good. And rotate it the other way. Good. If these need to be done from the floor, this can also be done from the floor. Next stretch you're going to do is cross your right leg over your left knee and sit yourself down as if you're sitting in a chair. So hold on to something or take it to the floor if you need to. Let's switch legs. Cross that left leg over your right knee and sit yourself down. Good. Let's stand up and roll out our wrists. So just put your hands together and roll those wrists out. Good. Roll them the other way. And go ahead and pull your right hand down so that your fingers are facing towards the floor and switch to your left hand. Same thing. Pull those fingers down towards the floor. All right. Let's get into a kneeling lunge position. We're going to lean our body weight over that front knee. Good. And bring it back up. Let's go into that lunge again. Really lean into it. Good. Come back up. Let's switch knees. Go ahead and lean into that front leg. Good. And come back up. Let's do that again. Lean over that front leg. Good. And let's head down to the floor. We'll do a couple of Supermans here. So go ahead and lay on your belly, arms and legs extended. Raise your legs and your chest off the floor and hold. Good. Come back down and back up. Hold. So if you need to, you can always do your legs first and then do your arms separately. If one is too challenging, just do the one that's not. Go ahead and bring it back up again. Hold. But we really want to get a nice stretch here, so really push yourself. Come back down and back up. Good. Hold it and release. Good. Let's get back up on our feet, guys. We're done with the warm-up. We're going to get ready to do our strength set. So we are going to do 3 sets, 10 repetitions. You're going to start with a squat press. So you're either going to do that with no weights like I'm doing here. Sit your butt all the way back. Reach it back. Good. And then push your arms out and bring them back in. That's how we're going to do these without weights. We can also add dumbbells if we'd like. Grab your dumbbells. And let's practice these again. So sit your weight all the way back. Press that weight out and come back up. Sit back down. Press it out and come back up. All right. Next exercise we're doing is going to be a bent row. So this can be done with no weights again. Hinge at your hips, keep your chest out nice and strong, keep your shoulders pulled back, and just row that arm up and down. Or go ahead and add a dumbbell. So again, hinge at your hips, chest out, head up, and row. So you'll notice that I don't pull my wrists up when I get to the top. If your wrists come up, your elbows are going to come out to your side like chicken wings. So keep those wrists nice and long. Next exercise will be a lunge curl. So you will step out in a nice forward lunge, curl those arms, and come back. Again, you can do this without weights or go ahead and grab dumbbells. Let's try it with our weights. Take a nice step out, lunge down, curl it, and come back. Switch legs, nice lunge out, curl it, and come back. Good. Let's try that again. Step out, curl. If I can notice when I do my lunge, I'm still dropping my weight straight down to the center between my 2 legs. All right. So let's get started. We're going to do 10 of each exercise, 3 rounds. We're going to start with squat press. So if you're using those weights, hold them in front of your chest, separate your feet shoulder width apart, toes point forward, sit your butt way back and all the way down. Press it out at the bottom, bring it back in and stand up. Good. Keep going. A few more, guys. Sit your butt back and down. So remember, you don't want those weights to pull you forward. You want to be able to keep your upper body nice and tall without falling forward. So you want to sit your weight as far back on your butt as you can. Use the heels of your feet to really kind of hold your weight and push you back up. Great job. All right. The next exercise we're doing is the bent row. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells if you're using them. You're going to hinge at your hips. You're going to keep your back flat, your chest out nice and strong, your shoulders pulled back, and head in line with your spine. Go ahead and roll those elbows up. Keep your elbows close to your body and keep those wrists nice and long. So I don't want to see any chicken arms coming out to the side. Keep your elbows close to your body and your wrists nice and long. Great job. All right. Last exercise in the circuit is that lunge with a curl. So if you're not using your dumbbells, go ahead and put them down. If you are, go ahead and take a nice step out, curl it and step back, switch feet. Good. Keep going. So you want to take a nice wide step out, drop your weight straight down between both legs. So both legs bend at the same time, curl it up towards your chest and come back to starting. Switch feet, same thing. Step out nice and wide, lunge straight down towards the floor, curl those weights up and go back to your starting position. This one's a challenging one. If the dumbbells are too much, do this without the dumbbells. Great job, guys. Remember to keep your bellies pulled in nice and tight. Really use the front heel, the heel on the front foot to push you back. All right, let's take a very brief break and then we will start again. Let's get ready to start again. So we'll be doing our squat press first. If you're using your dumbbells, go ahead and grab them now. Start with the weights close to your chest, feet hip width apart, toes point forward. Go ahead and sit down, press it out, and stand back up. Good. 2, 3, remember to sit your butt way, way back. 4, keep your upper body nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. All right, next one is the bent row. With or without weights, important to keep your chest pushed out, your shoulders pulled back, your head in line with the rest of your spine, and keep those arms long, keep your wrists long, and row close to your body. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more exercise in this circuit. That's the lunge with the curls. Weights or no weights, either way, you're going to take a nice wide step out with one foot, lunge down, curl, and come back. Switch legs. Good. So remember, you really want to use that front heel to push you back up. You really want to squeeze your butt when you're at the bottom and use that front heel to push you back to a standing position. Keep your upper body very tall for these, so no chest should be coming over your knees. You really want to keep yourself nice and tall. Get a good squeeze of the biceps at the top of the curl. Great job, guys. Good. Drop that weight straight down to the floor. Bend both knees together. Great job. Awesome work. All right, we're going to take a super quick break again, and then we'll come back for round 3. Let's get into position for round 3, starting with those squat presses. So grab your weights if you're using them, feet hip width apart, toes point forward, squeeze your abs nice and tight, and go. So remember that you want to keep your weight shifted back on the heels of your feet. Really reach your butt backwards so that the weights don't pull you forward. Nice job. Keep going. Sit yourself as low to the floor as you can go. Really work those glute muscles. Great job. Almost there. All right, let's move on. We'll go back to the bent rows. Weights or no weights, your call. Either way though, keep your back nice and flat. Keep your chest out, shoulders pulled back. Hinge at those hips and go. Keep those elbows close to your body and wrists nice and long. Great job. Awesome. Okay, lunge with curls next. Ready? Go. Take a nice wide step out. Drop your weight straight down. Curl it and come back. Switch legs. Nice wide step. Drop it down. Curl. Come back. Other leg. Nice wide step out. Drop it down. Curl and come back. Keep your abs pulled in nice and tight. Really work your butts here. Remember to step out wide enough that you're able to bend both knees at the same time and drop your weight straight down towards the center of the floor. All right, great job with that. Let's take a slightly longer rest this time, and then we're gonna come back for our next segment. While you finish your last few seconds of rest, I'm going to explain what's coming next. So we are doing an 8-minute AMRAP, which means as many reps as possible. So for 8 minutes, we're going to keep going through the same circuit. So we're going to start with a single leg curl like I'm doing here. This can be done with or without weights. You're going to stand on one foot and we're curling 10 times. So get on that one foot. Let's practice. And curl it. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 of those. Then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. The next exercise, you're gonna stand on the other foot and you're going to do a press. So this can also be done without weights if you want. You're gonna press straight up and down, or you can go ahead and add dumbbells. So let's practice these. Stand on the other foot, bring that knee up until your leg is parallel to the floor, and go ahead and press up, bring those elbows back down. Good. So remember that it's okay to do these with or without weights, your call. Most important thing is to keep your abs in nice and tight and balance on that one foot. So the next exercise in this is going to be glute bridges. You're gonna get down on the floor on your back, but this time with your glute bridge, you're gonna come up on your toes. So do a regular glute bridge at the very top, lift your weight up onto your toes and come back. Bring it up on your toes, come back down. So when you get to the top of your bridge, go ahead and shift your weight of your foot onto your toes. Okay, there is one more exercise to go in this. We're gonna do plank row with each arm separate, okay? So we're gonna do 10 with the right arm and then 10 with the left arm. So you're gonna get into a nice high plank position. If these are too challenging, go ahead and do a plank hold while we count our 10. So you're gonna keep your back nice and flat and you're just gonna row that arm up and down. Okay, so we'll do that on both sides, 10 each. And again, if you want to do these without weights, these can be done without weights as well. Just keep a nice flat back. Separate your feet a little bit if you need to, and row it up and down. Okay, so let's get started. 8 minutes starts now. Remember, it's 10 of every move. We're going to keep going through this circuit until we get through the 8 minutes. You can rest when you need to. Let's start right now on one foot with curls. You're going to do 10 of each exercise. You are going to decide when you need to take a rest. So I'm going to go straight through the whole 8 minutes, and you can follow along with me if you want, or feel free to rest at any point in time. So just remember, it's a single leg stance with curls, and then we're going to switch, and we're going to do a single leg stance with shoulder presses. And then we're going to switch again and do 10 glute bridges to your toes. And then you're going to do 10 plank rows from the right side and 10 plank rows from the left. So we're just going to keep going through this circuit over and over until the 8 minutes is up. Keep your abs pulled in really tight when you're doing these single leg moves. Keep your upper body very tall. Okay, so let's move back down to the floor. We'll do glute bridges to our toes. Bring your butt up off the ground, raise your feet up onto your toes, and come back down. Good, so remember we're doing 10 of these. If you want to make these a little bit more challenging, you can go ahead and raise your hands over your head and rest them on the floor behind you. Come on, guys, really work those glutes. Squeeze it at the top, up on your toes. Okay, next exercise is going to be that plank with a row. So get into your plank position. Again, hold the plank if you need to. Hold it for like a nice solid 10 count, or go ahead and add the row. The row can be done with or without weights. Keep your back flat and level. Separate your feet a little bit if you need a little added stability. And just roll that arm straight up and down. So just like we did with the standing rows, remember to keep that wrist nice and long and your elbow close to your body. Go ahead and switch arms. Keep that back flat and level, and row. Okay, we're starting the circuit over again. So single leg curls, stand on one leg, really make that strong leg strong. So plant the foot in the floor, squeeze all those leg muscles, keep your abs tight, and curl. So you'll notice my shoulders stay down and relaxed. Sometimes when we get tired, our shoulders tend to lift a little bit. I really want you to be aware of keeping your shoulders pulled down and relaxed. Curl just by bending your elbows. When you get to 10, you're going to switch legs and switch over to your shoulder press. So you may be keeping pace with me, you may not be. That's okay. It doesn't matter as long as you just keep going through the entire 8 minutes. So if you're doing the shoulder press now, you're going to keep your abs pulled in nice and tight, that leg raised nice and high. Extend those arms straight up to the sky. And when you come back down, you want your shoulders to come just slightly lower than parallel to the floor. I'm sorry, your elbows, not your shoulders. Okay, if you're still keeping pace with me, you're putting your dumbbells down, you're going to head down to the floor for those glute bridges onto your toes. 10 of them. So you're going to raise your butt up. If you want to make it harder, put your arms overhead. Lift your butt up off the floor, squeeze your butt, and come up on your toes. Okay, so if you're following me, you should be on number 2. If you are at your own pace, that's okay. Just keep going with what you're doing. Guys, just a few more. Keep going. Remember to really squeeze your butt at the top. Come up on your toes. This is going to work your calf muscles. So you should be feeling your calf muscles starting to burn. Great job. Okay, back to that plank with a row. Again, do a plank hold for a 10 count if you want. Do a plank with a row with no weights if you want, or go ahead and add the dumbbell. Just remember to keep your back flat and level. Keep that elbow close to your body. Okay, let's switch to the other side if you're keeping pace with me. We're going to do 10 on the other side. You guys are doing great. Remember that you can rest anywhere that you need to take your rest, so you don't have to follow along with me. Feel free to stop at any time. Take your rest as long as you need to, but try and keep it brief and get right back into it. So I'm moving back to the beginning of the round again, back to that single leg curl. So the goal when doing an AMRAP circuit is to really push yourself for the entire length of that AMRAP. So if this is an 8-minute AMRAP, we really want to push as hard as we can and get as many rounds done as we can possibly do in those 8 minutes. So if you're taking a break, that's fine, but take that break as briefly as possible because we'll take a real rest when we get to the end of this. In case you are not keeping pace with me, I'll remind you again, it's 10 single leg curls, then you're gonna switch legs and it's going to be 10 single leg shoulder presses. You're gonna bring it down to the floor and do 10 glute bridges up onto your toes. And then you're going to do 10 plank hold or plank rows with your one arm. And then you're gonna switch, you're gonna do 10 plank rows with your other arm. We don't have too much longer to go, so push as hard as you can. Take as little rest as possible. Really push through it. Keep working it, guys. If you're keeping pace with me, we're going to get into our plank now for that row. If you're not keeping pace with me, that's okay. We're doing this at our own pace. We're not in competition with anybody here. We're only challenging ourselves. Not much longer, so really work it. Push until the very, very end. Come on, guys, time is almost up. So whatever you do now, keep pushing. Don't stop. We're so close to the end of this. I don't know about you guys. I'm starting to get a little tired here. You guys are doing great, though. We're almost done. Come on, guys. Time is almost up. Push, push, push. This is it. Home stretch. And go ahead and rest. Awesome job, guys. Let's take a break here. I'll see you back in 2 minutes. All right, everybody, we have a few seconds left to rest. I'm gonna take you through the next circuit. We're gonna do an ab circuit. So I'm gonna show you each of the exercises and then we'll actually get going with it. So the first exercise we're going to do is a plank with side to side dips. So you're gonna just drop your hips down to the floor, shifting your weight from side to side. You can do it from your forearms or from your hands, or go ahead and just hold that plank if you want. So you'll notice here, I keep my back flat and I just drop my hips from one side to the other. Next, what we're gonna do is, it's similar to a bear crawl, but we're just gonna do a hold. So you are gonna get on your hands and then you're gonna get on your knees, but then you're actually gonna raise your knees slightly off the floor. So don't let your knees touch the floor. It looks like you're about to crawl, but your knees are floating. Next one we're going to do is a Russian twist. So you're gonna sit back on the floor, keep your abs squeezed super, super tight. Keep your hands very close to your chest, and whichever direction your body's turning, your head is going to be going in that same direction, looking over your shoulder. If you want to add the dumbbell, go ahead and add a dumbbell, but same thing, keep your hands very close to your chest and make sure that if you're turning to the right, your head turns to the right over your shoulder. If you're turning to the left, your head turns to the left over your shoulder. Next, what we're going to do is a modified jackknife. So you're going to start on your back, knees and tabletop, bring your arms up, and extend everything. Bring everything back together and extend. So you're gonna start with your arms extended overhead, your legs extended in front of you, and then you're gonna bring everything in together into a tabletop. This last one is going to be a plank downward dog type move, where you're going to start in that downward dog position, reach one arm towards your opposite foot, and then come back into a downward dog. So reach your opposite hand to your opposite foot. All right, guys, so this is gonna be done to a timer. So it will be 40 seconds of exercise with 10 seconds of rest in between. First exercise we're doing is that plank, and you're either going to do a plank hold or you're gonna add that side to side hip dip. Your call. So you can either do this from your forearms or up on your hands. Let's get into position for our plank. The timer starts now. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my hips from side to side. You can do it the way I'm doing it, or again, go ahead and just hold that plank. Keep going. We have a little bit longer. Squeeze those abs, squeeze your butt. Bring those hips down as close to the floor as you can go. Time is almost up, guys. We're doing a great job here. Keep taking nice deep breaths through it. Squeeze those abs. Almost there. And rest. So 10 seconds of rest. And then we're getting into that bear crawl position, but we're not going to crawl. We're just going to hold it. So you'll get onto your hands and your knees. And go ahead and lift your knees up off the floor now. You're just going to hold that there for the 40 seconds. So notice that my back stays nice, flat, and level. My butt's not up in the air. I'm keeping my back very flat. And I'm squeezing my abs, keeping them pulled in nice and tight. This is a really tough one because this is just a constant contraction of your muscles. So if at any point in time you need to just come out of that hold for a minute, go ahead and come out of that hold and then just bring yourself right back into it as quickly as you possibly can. We're almost there, and rest. Okay, next exercise will be the Russian twist. You're gonna start seated with your knees bent, feet on the floor, sit yourself back just a little bit, and go. Twist side to side, whichever side you're twisting to, your head is going to go in that direction. If you're using a dumbbell, keep that dumbbell very close to your chest. So I don't wanna see the dumbbell come all the way out to your side. It stays close to your body. Just a little bit longer. Really keep those abs squeezed nice and tight, and rest. 2 more exercises to go. We're going to do those modified jackknives. So you're going to lay on your back for the next one. You're going to bring your arms overhead, legs out, and bring everything to the center. Extend it again. So bring your legs to a tabletop, arms come forward, and then extend. Keep those abs squeezed really tight. Keep your lower back flat on the floor for the entire movement. So your lower back never lifts off the floor. Keep that belly button pulled in. And again, extend your arms and your legs, and then bring those legs in a tabletop and wrap your arms around. Great job. Keep going. Remember to breathe through this one, so don't hold your breath here. That's it. Push to the end. And go ahead and rest now. Awesome work. One more exercise to go in the circuit. That's that downward dog where you're going to reach your left hand to your right foot, and then you'll switch. Ready? Go. So get in that downward dog position like a nice V, and reach your right hand to your left foot, and then your left hand to your right foot. Squeeze those abs, really work them. And reach back as far as you can possibly go with those hands, okay? So when you're reaching back towards your feet, you may not get all the way to your feet, but you're going to reach as far back as you can possibly go. Last few seconds, guys. We're almost there. And rest. Okay, so we're going to take a minute to rest here, and then we're going to come back and do round 2. Okay guys, let's get ready for round 2 now. So go ahead and start in your plank position. It can be done from your forearms or up on your hands. You can hold that plank, or you can go ahead and add that dip from side to side. If you're adding that dip from side to side, you should really be feeling this in the side muscles. So in your oblique muscles on the side part of your abs, those should be working very hard. If you're just holding the plank, I still want you to squeeze every abdominal muscle, squeeze your butt, and squeeze your legs. Don't stop until I say so. Keep going. This is it. Almost there. And go ahead and rest now. Okay, we're going to get into that crawl position. So you're going to get on your hands and your knees, and then you're going to lift your knees just a little bit off the floor, still keeping your back nice, flat, and level. Go ahead and hold it. Squeeze everything. This is probably one of the hardest exercises that we've done in a while. Really hold that squeeze as long as you can possibly hold it. If you need to release it, go ahead and come out of it very briefly and then get right back to it. Time is almost up, guys. Hold it. Keep holding till I say so. This is it, and rest. Okay, Russian twist next. Go ahead and sit on your butt. Bend those knees, feet on the floor. You're using a dumbbell, grab it now. If you want to make this more challenging, pick your feet up off the floor. If you want to make it a little bit easier, put them back on the floor. Keep those abs squeezed the entire time, and keep that weight very close to your body if you're using it. So again, if you need to come out of this, let that hold go for a minute. Let your muscles relax just as quickly as they need to relax, and then get right back to it. And go ahead and rest. 2 exercises left, guys. This is it for today. 2 more exercises to go. Let's do those modified jackknives. So you're going to start on your back, arms extended overhead, legs out, and then bring everything towards the center. So you're going to pull your knees in, reach your arms down around your legs, and then extend it again. Keep your abs pulled in really tight. Keep your lower backs super, super pulled into the floor. Don't let your lower back move at all. Keep working it, guys. We're getting close. Our abs should be on fire right now, but we got to keep pushing through it. We're almost there. Great job, and rest. 1 exercise left, guys. This is the last one for today. So go ahead and get into your downward dog position. You're going to reach one arm back towards your opposite leg and then switch. So really squeeze those abs the entire time. Take your hands out so that you're in a semi-plank. And then reach one arm back towards the opposite leg. You really want to reach as close to that back leg as you can go. Time is almost up, so really knock out as many as you can possibly do in the last few seconds. This is it. This is it, and rest. Okay, guys, let's take a break again, and then we'll come back to stretch. So we'll take a nice 2-minute rest, and I'll see you back here to stretch. Okay, I hope everybody feels well rested. We're gonna get ready to stretch. We're gonna start in a standing position, cross your right leg over your left, reach your arms straight up towards the sky, and fold yourself over. Let your hands reach down towards your toes. Just hold that. Good. And very slowly roll yourself back up. Good, let's reach those arms up again. Nice stretch overhead. Fold yourself over and reach your arms down towards your toes. Good. Hold that. Good. And roll up nice and slowly. Good. Let's go ahead and cross our left leg over our right and do it again. So reach up, fold yourself over, reach your hands down towards your toes, and just hang there. Good. Go ahead and roll up nice and slowly. Again, reach those arms up, fold yourself over, let your hands reach towards your toes, just hang. Good. And again, slowly roll yourself back up. Let's go ahead and separate our feet. Take our hands out to the sides, make our arms nice and long, and then just shift your weight from side to side. So reach your right hand towards the right side of you, reach your left hand towards the left side. Good. And go ahead now and reach your right hand down toward your left foot and your left hand down toward your right foot. So we're going to do windmills. So keep your back flat, fold yourself at your hips so your legs are straight, your back is flat, and then go ahead and reach and hold. Switch, reach and hold. Good, go ahead and switch again, reach and hold. Come back up, switch again, reach and hold. Good. Great job. Okay, let's do some leg stretches now. So go ahead and stand on one foot and pull your right leg up to your butt. Give it a nice pull. If you need to grab onto something for extra stability, go for it. Grab a chair, hold onto the wall, whatever you need to hold on to. Let's switch legs. So now you're going to stand on your left leg, pull that right foot up. Hold it. Good. And go ahead and relax. Last stretch. Let's get back into that figure four. Stand on one foot, cross your right leg over your left knee, and sit yourself down. Good. Let's switch legs. Stand on that right foot, cross your left leg over your right knee, and sit yourself down.